Hey guys, so I am bringing you guys along. It's gonna be a really haphazard vlog, I think. Whoop. There are people right there. Oh my god, there are people here too. What do I do? Walk away. I haven't vlogged in a while, so I feel really self-conscious doing this, but I am actually heading out to a kind of like spa retreat. I will take you guys with me, and I just want to do a quick update on 2 perfumes that I want to talk to you guys about. So, see you guys later. So we are at the St. Gregory Spa at Park Royal on Pickering. It's a very luxurious spa so far. We had like a milk bath sitch, which by the way burned like hellfire for me. It was so hot. When I went in, I was like, ah, is this lava? Shut up, it's my vlog. I literally had to take like breathing exercises to like submerge myself fully in, but after that I feel really detoxed. So now we're actually gonna get a massage done. So we just finished our massage, and it was how was it?
10 out of 10.
It was 10 out of 10. It was okay. I think my muscles were like really stiff, so yeah, my muscles are really tense, so halfway through I thought I was like gonna be kneaded to death, but now I feel a lot more like loose and like rejuvenated. So I'm back home now, and I'm just getting ready to do a little, I basically sold off a perfume, hence why I'm kind of calling this my fragrance breakups, because there are 2 scents that I am trying to swap. Well, actually 1 scent I am hoping to swap it, just waiting for the person to reply, and then the other scent I'm just like literally just selling it at a loss. I am not really concerned with how much I'm getting back. It's more of like I just want it to go to a better home. I've kind of just fallen out of love with these 2 scents. I thought I could just talk about it because, you know, we always talk about the things that we love. It's important to acknowledge that sometimes your taste change. You might love something maybe at a certain point of your life, but then as you grow up, or maybe as time moves on, you know, you're just like, why did I buy that? The first one that I'm actually selling off at a loss is it's gonna be a bit controversial, guys, because I know that this scent gets a lot of hype. Well, not a lot, but like a lot of people are talking about it, and I can see why they love it, because I did love it at some point. It's just that right now, not so much. And that is this gorgeous little thing, Maison Lancome's Oud Bouquet. And this is the pre-reformulation before the packaging and all that. It was just slightly discounted, and I was so freaking pumped to get it, because a lot of kind of like female YouTube reviewers that I watch were kind of saying how amazing it is, and I do agree, because I did love it when I wore it. The first few times I just loved it. I mean, as the name would suggest, there's like oud in it, but it's a very sweet oud. It's very sweet, resinous, and woody. Definitely has a major Middle Eastern vibe, and it's also very gourmandy. There's this like kind of caramelly praline sort of like vibe. I love gourmand scents. Now not so much for some reason, which goes back to this whole thing, which is that tastes change, and I used to really love gourmand scents, and I still do. I have like a bunch. I don't know, but I just don't go for the extremely heavy gourmands now. And this is heavy, like nuclear warhead heavy. Like, you are an explosion of sweet oud and caramel. It's a lot. It's really a lot. I made the mistake of overspraying it the first time. I did 4 sprays and literally I was a choking hazard. I felt bad for the people around me, so I actually went home to take a shower, and even then it was still on my skin. Like, this stuff sticks to you like glue. I even like tried scrubbing it with like a body scrub, and you could still get remnants of that smell, or like, remnants of that scent coming off on your skin. It was crazy, and the longevity is mind-blowing. The projection is out of this world. I kid you not, like, I sprayed it in my room, and the next day when I went out and I came back into my room, it was still there. Like, I could still smell it, and it's not even just like hints of it, I could actually smell it. If you're looking for a powerhouse fragrance that will last through a meteor strike or some sort of like, it'll just last through the ends of the earth, this is the one for you. If this was like in the dinosaur era, it would be the sole survivor. That's how strong this is. So I actually love it at one point of time because I was very into really strong, heavy, projecting, kind of like invasive scents. But I think ever since I started working in a more, I guess, corporate environment, I just decided that I just started to prefer more softly projecting fragrances, because I know I don't want to be assaulted by someone else's fragrance that I might not be a fan of, and I wouldn't want to inflict that on someone else. So especially in the heat, in the Singapore heat, this is just crazy. I tried doing just 1 spray and it still was like, oh, there's something in this that is really strange. Like, you know how normal fragrance is, right? When you spritz it on, you know, the first hour it's like, whoa, a lot. It's so, you can smell it, it's so strong, and then as the hours go by, it gets softer, and it turns into some sort of like more intimate scent, right? This is the opposite, and it baffles me. The longer I wear it, the more it projects. It's bizarre. When I first sprayed it, it's like, oh, I smell it, it's really strong, but it's more like in my own scent cloud. And then I guess, I don't know, because of my body heating it up or something, as the hours go on, it just gets bigger and bigger, and I could feel myself actually projecting this scent to the ends of the room. It was crazy, and it was the 3rd hour, and I was thinking, oh my god, is this scent actually getting stronger through the hour? It was really bizarre. I don't know if I'm the only one who has that experience, but I genuinely feel like it gets stronger as I wear it. Really bizarre. And because of the reasons that I've mentioned, I decided I'm just gonna sell it because I know that someone else will probably enjoy this fragrance a lot more than I do. I just don't want to be so loud, I guess, in terms of my fragrance. And it also gave me a headache because it is just so strong. It sits around you. It is actually like a physical bubble, and it kind of feels like a giant oud pillow on my face, and I'm just like suffocating in it. I used to love the scent, but you know, at this point in my life, it's just not for me, and we're kind of, I'm sorry, but we're breaking up. And the other fragrance that I'm letting go is, let me show you, J'adore. J'adore, I have the toilette version, and I try to love it because I know it's a classic and I love the smell on other people, but what I realized was that it really is not for me. I like white florals, but for some reason J'adore just grates at my nose. Like it just is so uncomfortable for me to smell. I kind of have like a kickback every time I smell it, like, oh, that's a bit, it's not strong per se, but there's just something in it that just really kind of goes straight up my nose and kind of like grates it, and it gives me headaches. It's so strange because it's not a very heavy scent. It's not, you know, it's actually quite people pleasing, but for some reason there's something about that white flower that is in J'adore that just doesn't work well with me. It smells kind of like nail polish, like a scented nail polish remover for like the first hour, and then after that it just smells too kind of antiseptic for some reason. So sterile. There's like, it's like devoid of any emotion. It kind of creeps me out actually. So I genuinely tried to love that fragrance, and I got it as a gift, so I tried to love it. But I don't know, I just get a splitting migraine every time I wear it, and I just don't love the scent on me. So I am planning to just swap it with something that I actually like, and I will definitely wear. Yeah, so we're breaking up too, J'adore. I mean, that's not to say that these fragrances are not great. Of course, they're amazing fragrances. J'adore is a classic for a reason, and Oud Bouquet is getting a lot of hype for a reason because they smell great, but I don't know. I used to love them, but now I don't anymore. I'm gonna go meet the person and sell off this thing, and I'm gonna hopefully swap out the other one. But yeah, let me know if you guys have experienced these kinds of like fragrance breakups where, you know, initially you thought it's a great start, I'm probably gonna fall in love with this scent, and then just halfway through you kind of fall out of love and you can't really say why, you just don't really like it as much. Yeah, so let me know if you guys have broken up with any fragrances. I just broke up with 2. Life's too short to compromise, guys. Go for the one that you love, alright? Don't compromise. So those are my fragrance, the fragrances that I'm breaking up with, even though I used to love them at some point of time. It's just that at this moment, they just don't suit me at this point of time in my life. But I might just add 2 fragrances that we're kind of dating at the moment. We are infatuated with one another. I am definitely in love with these 2 fragrances, and I wasn't gonna do a haul because it's, you know, just 2 fragrances, but I thought I could just sneak this in like at the very end, if you know what I mean. This is Etat Libre d'Orange Dangerous Complicity. How did I not smell this before? This is amazing. It's kind of like a rummy, sweet, woody. This is so good. It's light but sweet, and it's definitely also a little bit boozy. I definitely want to wear this a lot more and probably tell you guys a bit more about it. It joins the ranks of my other kind of Etat Libre d'Orange fragrances right here, and I finally got my first little Labo, Rose 31. I've been obsessed with this scent since I've smelt it at the store. It's just, I think retail in Singapore it's like $270 for 50 ml. I just couldn't bring myself to do it, and when I saw it kind of like someone selling it off, I was like, girl, let me take this off of your hands, please. Oh, it's peppery, it's musky, it's rosy. It smells really, really kind of sexual. I'm so happy I've added that to my collection. So, you know, doors may close, we move on, but there'll always be new discoveries along the way. And these two, we're dating, and it's getting serious for the both of us. But I just wanted to also address a couple of things with regards to my channel, I guess. I just want it to be clear to everyone who is kind of subscribing or people who watch me. It's not that I am neglecting this channel, but I do this as a hobby. It's kind of just like a thing that I love to do. But as with many hobbies, it's secondary to a lot of other things in my life, aka my job. I don't know if you guys know this, but I also school part-time. So I have a full-time job that is often, you know, I work about like 10 to 12 hours a day. It's 5 days a week. It's really crazy. And on top of that, I have my school assignments and deadlines and things like that. So I like to be a bit more spontaneous about these things. So I hope you guys understand if there might be lulls, certain periods where I don't kind of like upload. It's probably because, you know, life takes precedence, and at the end of the day, you know, I hope you guys understand that a girl's gotta eat, alright? These fragrances don't pay themselves. I need to actually earn the money to purchase them. So it's gonna be erratic. I'm just letting you guys know if you guys are planning to subscribe, or if you guys have subscribed already and was like, oh, where is this girl? Like, why doesn't she ever upload? It's because, you know, some of me just sharing things that I love. So if you guys are cool with that, you know, feel free to stick around. If not, you know, it's been great. And for those of you who want to stick around, I salute you, I appreciate you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!